So M.O.L.T is an acronym, and I came up with it because one, I like acronyms, but two, it just worked because we need to shed stress, right? And so creatures in nature shed stress seasonally when the time is right, right? When they need to, grow out of their trappings, they just shed them.
Right.
And so it just seemed really appropriate to call my method the MOLT method. And so MOLT is an acronym. M is for mindset, O is for order, L is for lifestyle, and T is for toxins. And so M is for mindset. And there are some, let's just say there's more you can do than you think. And I mean, just little trick hack things that make no logical sense, but work remarkably well. And so in my MOLT method program, I have all kinds of little tools and exercises that I have designed to be able to be used kind of in a pinch. It's not something where you have to take the afternoon off and go sit somewhere quiet. I want things that literally I can grab and do, in the bathroom, hopefully not
Instead of
trying to
sobbing.
I know.
wiping sobs away, right?
We used to have
And
a
so
chant. We would say, "In with anger, out with love. In with anger,
Hey!
out with
Oh
love."
my God. Woo-saw.
Not in with love, out with anger. We did
yeah.
in with anger, out with love.
But any little quick tips that you can tell us and our audience that maybe, okay, if you go into the bathroom instead of sobbing, what can you do? Like,
So the first thing you do is breathe.
Okay.
Okay. So and honestly, when you're really anxious, breathing will be hard.
Yeah.
So you'll know how anxious you are by how hard it is to breathe.
That's
And so if
true.
you can rhythmically breathe,
like what you're thinking, like breathe in, hold it,
yeah.
breathe out for like 5 seconds, or what's the
So
cadence?
typically what I do is breathe in, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth.
It does feel instantly
It
relaxing, but
does.
when you're in the heat of stress, it's like the
It's
last thing that
hard.
you want to think about, that you think you have the bandwidth or the time to stop and do, but it only takes a few
And you're
seconds,
also a
right?
bit like F breathing, honestly, when you're really wound
Yes.
up.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. It's a
So
discipline, no?
so yeah, and you have to say, okay, this is why in the program I really talk about being prepared in advance, kind of assembling these little tools in a way that when you need it, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to dig around for it. You like have it on a little note, even if it's just kind of a cryptic note to
Mm-hmm.
remind you of like what to turn to,
Yep.
because you are 100% right. We don't, our lizard brain, our reptilian brain is in fight or flight mode at
Mhm.
that point. It is has no interest really in making you feel better. All it wants to do is save you from dying.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And so the only way you're going to get some control over that situation is to have an intervention ready and to like self intervene when you're in crisis
Mm-hmm.
is um something that happens only with maturity. So, the good news though is maturity can happen at any age after puberty.
Okay.
Okay? So basically, as we become more and more emotionally mature, we get gain more perspective and the ability to kind of catch ourselves when we're triggered and we're moving into that um, space where we have literally no emotional control.